Tally-ho there, it's tummy time! Okay, here we go. Here it is, the showdown between the Surface Pro 3 and the MacBook Pro 13-inch 2015 model. The Surface Pro 3 starts at $799 US and goes on to a couple of grand. MacBook Pro 13-inch starts at $1299 US and goes on to $2,000 or so as well. Which is better? Which would I choose? Well, I use both. So, in terms of operating systems, of course, Windows is much more versatile. It can be used as touch. If you like Mac for some reason, if there's some reason you want the Mac, well, you can run Windows on a Mac too. Now, let's start with the Mac's ports. The Mac has the MagSafe connector and two Thunderbolt ports. Has a USB 3, has the headphone jack and then the microphone jack. And on the other side you have SD card slot, you have HDMI, full HDMI that is, and another USB 3. The height is 1.8 centimeters. The width is 31.4 centimeters. The depth is 21.9 centimeters, and the weight is 1.58 kilos. 2.7 gigahertz Intel Core i5. You can get an i7. They are all dual cores. You can get from 8 gigabytes RAM to 16, 128 gigabyte SSD to 1 terabyte SSD. And it has Intel's Iris graphics 6100. The resolution of the screen is 2560 by 1600. So it's got a nice high resolution screen, and just on the screen, it's a really nice screen. So that's all I need to say about it. It's one of the best. And on the Surface Pro 3, you have the volume rockers there, you have the headphone jack. It's on the left hand side. And that's pretty much all on that side. And then on the other side, you have a USB 3, DVI out, mini DVI out, a USB 3, and then the actual, what looks like an SD card slot is actually the power connector there. It's a magnet system like the MacBook Pro. And then on the top, you have the power button. And behind the actual flap, which is the kickstand, you have the micro SD there. And this is the kickstand in its various positions here, from shallow to wide open. The Surface Pro 3 comes in a 12-inch screen, so it can be used as a tablet. You can buy the keyboard separately, which I recommend doing, because then you can use it as a laptop or a tablet. And it's a 12-inch screen. It comes in at 798 grams. This is really thin and light. It is actually lighter than the MacBook. So, not the MacBook Pro I'm comparing it to now. The actual supposedly thin and light Apple MacBook that just come out. It's lighter than that. And its dimensions are basically 29 centimeters by 20 centimeters by 9 centimeters, and the resolution on this screen is 2160 by 1440, so not quite as high a resolution as the MacBook Pro 13-inch, but the screen is just as good, and this resolution works well on a slightly 1-inch smaller screen because it has a 12-inch screen. So both the screens are phenomenal, but there's one thing to note: this can be used as a tablet too. And it's touchscreen. So the internals of the Surface Pro 3 are 4th generation Intel Core i3, i5 or i7. You can have 64 gigabytes SSD storage up to 512 gigabyte SSD. You can have 4 gigabytes to 8 gigabytes RAM. So just remember, on the Mac you can get 16 gigabytes. This has a maximum of 8 gigabytes RAM. You have Intel's HD graphics, which are pretty much on the par with the Iris. You could say the Iris is a little bit better, but there's not much to say there. There's not much difference. So the battery life on the MacBook Pro, you'll get about 10 hours. On the Surface, you'll get about 8. So there's a 2-hour difference there. Now, I guess the question is, do you want a hybrid? Do you want something you can use as a tablet? Well, you just get the Surface. Just forget about the Mac. Just get the Surface. You can use it as a laptop or a tablet. If you just want a laptop, well, the Surface can be used as a laptop. You don't have to use it as a tablet, so you could go either way. But if you want the rigidness of a normal laptop, maybe go the Mac. I'd just like to say thank you for watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.